discussing about motion. In our past class, about motion, what we learn? We learn about different types of motion. The motion means we learn in our last class translatory motion. What are the subparts of the translatory motion? Rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, and also we learn about curve means rotatory motion. What we learn about rotatory motion, and what we discussed about circular motion, rotatory motion, circular motion. What is the difference between circular motion and rotatory motion? With suitable examples in our day-to-day life, how it is, where we observe the body which is traveling by a particular motion. Based on that particular motion, we classify that body moving with a particular motion, whether it is translator motion or otherwise rectilinear motion or otherwise curvilinear motion. If otherwise rotatory motion or curved means circular motion. So today we are going to talk about another type of motion. It is nothing as we are talking about periodic motion. What you are talking about? Periodic motion. So today we are going to talk about what? Periodic motion. What is the periodic motion? Period. Generally we know well about period. Period means in an interval of time. Period means in an interval of time. In interval of time. Interval of time means what we can say, a gap of means a particular time. The time taken is same for all interval situations. So like the body which is moving or otherwise the body which possesses to and fro motion. The body which possesses to and fro motion. Then you can say the body moving in a periodic motion means to and fro means to move front and back, or to move up and down, to move front and back in an equal interval of time. How much time it is taking to the upward from the origin to the downward from the origin, to move to the right, to move to the front, and to come to the back. How much time it's taking? The interval time to make the oscillation. To make the to and fro motion. The time taken to cover to and fro motion is nothing as what? A periodic motion. Let's talk about periodic motion. See here, if the motion which represents, otherwise, what we can say, if the motion which repeats at a regular intervals of time is called periodic motion. What I'm saying to you here, if the motion which repeats at a regular interval of time, if the motion repeats in a regular interval of time, the time taken by a body in regular is nothing as but periodic motion. We can talk different examples for that. What? Suppose minute hand or second hand. The second hand takes 1 minute to finish one circumference. To complete revolution, complete interval regulator means what I'm saying to you. This is 12, 6, 3, 9. 1, 2. Okay, you know well about those. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. So the second hand from what 12 to start. So it finishes one complete revolution or complete rotation. Complete rotation. To finish one complete rotation, that by the second hand in a clock is regular, means it is same for the regular intervals. It is same for the regular intervals. Means to take number of rotations around or inside the clock, it takes each and every rotation the same interval of time. At the same time, one more we can talk about what Earth revolve around the sun. The Earth takes 1 year to finish one complete revolution, one complete around the Earth. The Earth takes 1 year, means 365 days to finish one complete rotation around the Earth, revolution around the Earth. So the Earth taking regular intervals to make the what revolution around the Earth, around the sun. Is it? The Earth takes number of times to finish complete revolution around the sun. It takes what? In each round, in each finishing of the revolution, it takes same interval of time, means same of the 365 days. Understand? Same as by rotation of the Earth in itself, it takes 24 hours. See that the motion of the Earth repeats what a regular interval of time. It repeats. To finish one complete rotate takes 24 hours. Again, second rotate starts from 1 to again 24 hours. So the motion of the Earth repeats the complete the regular intervals. How much? 24 hours to rotate itself. So the motion which repeats regular intervals of time is called periodic motion. Seasons, is it or not? Seasons are repeat. It's a regular interval of time. The moon, new moon and new moon and full moon. New moon, full moon. New is Amavasya, full is a Purnima. New moon and full moon comes at every 15 days in the month. It is taken as a regular intervals by the revolution of the Earth. Understand? The moon takes 30 days to finish one complete revolution around the Earth. The whole planet revolve around the sun by regular interval of time. Is it or not? And also we can talk about what how much time taken to travel by the caudal. When caudal is pushing, a person moving a caudal from one end to another end, how much time it is taking to travel from pro and to, means front and back, to move the body. It takes the same interval of time. And also we may observe the pendulum clock. The pendulum clock make oscillations but every hour. At every hour, means it makes a motion in an regular interval of time. See that what we are talking here, the body which possesses periodic motion that repeats its regular interval of time. It repeats its regular interval of time. Then you can say that is what the periodic motion. Let's I will write some examples to you. What we discussed, those only. Motion of a simple pendulum. Motion of a simple pendulum. It takes fixed time to complete one oscillation. One oscillation. And one more we can talk about that. Heart of normal resting man, heart of normal resting man, normal resting man, beat 72 times, beat 72 times, 72 times a minute, a minute. And one more example we can talk about that, the motion of a swing. The motion of a swing. Before I said cordal swing. See here what I am saying. Motion of the simple pendulum. It takes fixed time to complete one oscillation from to move front and back. Heartbeat of the normal resting man. It takes what 72 times in a minute. Is there? So for next minute, what happened? It takes 72 times. Then after next second, next minute, what happened? It takes 72 times. Means what happened? The regular interval of the beating of heart is constant with the same interval of time. The motion of a spring, motion of the spring called how light is moving. It takes the regular interval of time. So what is the period of motion? Periodic motion. If the motion which repeats at a regular interval of time is called periodic motion. Periodic motion. Understand? What if before we discuss different examples to understand the periodic motion? Let's prepare some different examples in our day-to-day life where you're observing in sieving needle position and sieving mission, one top edge it consists to move up and down. Is it or not? So we can identify in our different, okay. So where the motion of the body possesses regular interval of time, regular interval of time. Coming to that, one more example, one more type of motion we will talk about that. Another motion, another type of motion. See here, oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. What is the oscillatory motion? The to and fro. The to and fro. The to and fro are back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Motion of a body. Motion of a body. Motion of a body as whole along the as whole along the as a whole along the same path without changing, same path without changing in shape or without change shape. In shape. See here what I'm talking to you was oscillatory motion. Oscillations, vibrations. How like you are saying the to and fro. To and fro means what I'm saying the back and forth. What I'm saying the back and forth. So to and fro, back and forth, to move front and back, to move up and down. So what happens? Motion of your body as whole along the same path, without changing shape. The shape is not changing the body when it is moving, but it moves. It takes time to travel to move front and back. The body makes the number of oscillations to move front and back, to move up and down. That's all I'm saying. The body which is moving to and fro. The body which is traveling or moving in to and fro or back and forth. Then you can say the body is moving in an oscillatory motion. The body moving in a oscillatory motion. Understand? The to and fro. The to and fro motion of your body as whole along the same path without changing shape. Same as the back and forth motion of your body as whole along the same path without changing shape. Understand? So generally to fro means what? Back and forth. To move front and to move back. The body which possesses such a type of oscillation, such a type of motion, then you can say the body moving with oscillatory motion, it moves in the same path to front and back. What is the path? It went to front, in that path it comes to the back without changing the shape. Without changing the shape. Understand? Example to understand what you can motion of the simple pendulum. What we can talk? Motion of a simple pendulum. Simple pendulum. How like that motion of a simple pendulum? See one. This is a rigid support. What is this? Is rigid support. Understand? What I am calling this is rigid support. Means fixed support. Means fixed support. And see here, this is a string or thread. This is what? A string or thread. That is a metallic bob. That is a metallic bob. I will draw some more large. Metallic bob. See here, this is what we can call string or thread. Okay, and this we are calling metal bob. Metal bob means a metal sphere. What we can call metal sphere. What we can call, I am talking to you, metal sphere. Okay, just understand. See here. Yeah, coming to that, what I'm saying to you, this is the position of the metal bob A, position A. When pull this metal bob, when you pull by this direction to the position B, to the position B. Okay, we are pulling that metal bob to the B from A and leaving that metal bob from the B. And the B will travel in the path of BA and it reaches to the another side, to the C. Another side, what? C. Means the body is traveling from B to A, C, and again it comes back CA to B. Means how it went to the same path, the body came to back without changing the shape. It making to and fro motion, back and forth motion in the same path. Understand? So see here, when the body reaches to the edges of at the end of the position, those position we are calling extreme position. What we are calling extreme position. And this is also extreme position. This is a mean position. What we can call mean position. Mean position. Understand? So the body which is making the simple pendulum making oscillations to move to and fro. The body, the pendulum bob, the simple pendulum making to and fro motion to reach from one end of the extreme position to another end of the extreme position. One end of the extreme position to another end of the extreme position. It takes same interval of regular time same interval regular time to travel to move to and fro, means to move back and forth, means it travels in the same path. Understand? The body which possesses the oscillations to move to and fro, that moving with what? Oscillatory motion. Understand? This is one example, and one more example we can identify. One more example. Example 2. What I'm talking to you, the needle for a sewing mission. What I'm saying to you, sewing mission, up and down, up and down. What I'm saying to you here, the sewing mission needle, the needle for a sewing mission, how like it is moving up and down, up and down. So the body, the sewing needle is moving in the same path to move to and fro, to move up and down, to back and move front in the same path without changing the shape. It takes same interval of regular time to move front and back, to move to and fro by making oscillations in the same path. Okay, the body which possesses oscillation means to move to and fro, the motion to and fro, to move back and forth, to move up and down is nothing as moving with the oscillatory motion. It takes a regular interval of time to move to make the oscillation in the same path. Understand? Okay, we can talk about caudal, means swing. This is also an example for oscillatory motion. Understand? Coming to that. So this is one more example. And another example we'll discuss, a boy on a swing. Another example, a boy on a swing. A boy on a swing. A boy on a swing means a boy moving, a boy singing in a swing. The boy takes, a swing takes oscillation to move front and back, to move to and fro motion. It takes interval of regular time to travel in the same path. How like it went to forward in the path, in the same path only it comes to the back by making same interval of regular time. And also what you can without changing the position. So these are the examples to understand the oscillatory motion. To understand the oscillatory motion. Understand? Then coming to that, let's we discuss another type of motion. Another type of motion. Another type of motion. Coming to that. What is the next type of motion? Did you recall that? After oscillatory motion. So we are going to talk about vibratory motion. What is that? Vibratory motion. It is similar to the what is oscillatory motion and also periodic motion. It is similar to the oscillatory motion, periodic motion. Okay. How like? What is the vibratory motion? What is the vibratory motion? When observe the vibration produces waves, means it moves in a particular order to move front and back, to move up and down. Is it or not? So how like that vibratory motion? The to and fro motion. The to and fro motion of your body along the same path of your body along a same path is called vibratory motion. What I'm saying to you, vibratory motion means before in oscillatory motion also we learn the to and fro motion of your body along a same path. without changing the shape. But here, during the vibration, the body can change the shape. There is a chance to change the shape. The to and fro motion of your body along a same path is called vibratory motion. For example, where we can identify that same as that before what we discussed, motion of stretched string, motion of stretched, what you can say, stretched string, stretched string, when it is plucked, when it is plucked. Another thing, motion of molecules in a solid. See here what I'm saying. The to and fro motion of your body along a same path. Motion of stretched string when it is plucked. When it is plucked. So when we stretch the string, how like it will move by making vibrations, to move to and fro, to and fro or up and down in the same path. Is it or not? When you are stretching the spring, imagine how like it makes the vibration to move front and back, to move to and fro by making the same path. Is it or not? So the motion of a stretched string when it is plucked, and motion of the molecules in a solid. In a solid, the molecules make vibratory motion. Vibratory motion. It makes the to and fro motion in a solid substances. So there are two different, means oscillatory, vibratory, but those two are similar, similar type of motion, similar type of motion. We can call what all oscillatory motion are periodic by nature, but not all. What we can say, all oscillatory motions. Before what we discussed, all oscillatory vibratory, all oscillatory motions are what? All oscillatory motions are periodic by nature. Oscillatory motions are, it is following regular interval of time by the nature, but not like some form. Means most of, not a few you can talk about. And coming to that, what is the vibratory motion? The to and fro motion. So before we discussed already, the oscillatory motion and vibratory motion are both are similar, are relative terms, relative motions, how those are relative motions. Next we discuss the difference between oscillatory motions and the vibratory motions. Oscillatory motions and vibratory motions. Let's talk. This is oscillatory motion, and this is a vibratory motion. What I'm saying to you, vibratory motion, oscillatory motion, vibratory motion. What we can write for that? First thing we will go by definition. What is the definition to the oscillatory motion and vibratory motion? Can you say that the to and fro, are the back and forth, the motion described by an object, what we can call that, as a whole along the same path without any change in the change in the what shape of the object. Shape of the object is called what? Oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. See here, the to and fro or back and forth the motion. It explains, it describes water by an object as a whole along the same path without any change in the shape. The body moving in the particular path to move front and back, it takes what a regular interval of time to travel in the same path without changing the shape of an object. It is not changing the shape, but what happens? It travel in the same path that we are calling what? Oscillatory motion. Then we can say it is a kind of oscillatory motion. Vibratory motion is it is a kind of, is it visible? Kind of oscillatory motion. It is a kind of oscillatory motion in which the body what we can, it is a kind of oscillatory motion, so but does not move as a long, means as a whole, that is what you can say here. It is a kind of oscillatory motion which is a vibratory motion. Vibratory motion is a kind of oscillatory, means it is another type of oscillatory motion, but what happens in which the body does not move as a whole. It is not moving as a whole. Means whole the body part never move in the vibratory motion because it changes the shape. So what we can say, the entire object does not move. What we can say, the entire object does not move. Means whole the body never moves because at inside the particles of solid only making vibration. The whole body is not moving. Is it or not? When we stretch the string by plucking, the string loops only making vibration, but not whole part is moving. But it makes a to and fro motion as a kind of oscillatory motion. Is it or not? That's why we written like. Another we can write whole body changes its position. What we can say, whole body changes its position. What you can say, its position. And then a part of the body may changes its position. What you can say, a part of the body may change what a position. So in this oscillatory motion, the body completely changes the position. It can move from one end to another end. Is it or not? It can travel to move front and back. But in that vibration, it makes to move in front and back to make to and fro motion. But the whole part of the body is not moving. Any one of the parts will make to move front and back. Okay. There is a possible to move. Understand? Any one of the parts of your body. Understand? This is the difference between oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. Oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. Is it visible that? Yeah. Oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. So we learned what about types of motion, different types of motion. What we learn about different type of motion? One is translatory motion or linear motion. Translatory motion or linear motion. In that subparts of the types of motion or subtypes of translatory motion or subtypes of linear motion, what are that? Rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, a part of the what is translatory motion or linear motion. Then after we learn about circular motion. What we learn about circular motion. Then after periodic motion, then oscillatory motion, next vibratory motion. Vibratory motion. And also we learn about rotational motion or rotatory motion or rotational motion. Rotatory motion or rotational motion. Such like we discussed different type of motions. Different type of motion. We observed by discussing with suitable examples to the different type of motion, what we observed, we compared different examples in the comparing of different what types of motion. What we discussed in one example in a particular type of motion, that we again discussed in another type of motion. Again, we discussed in another type of motion. Is it or not? Means a motion can explain dual type of motion. An example can explain dual type of motion. A body can possess dual type of motion, dual motion. Is it or not? That we'll discuss right now. We'll discuss now. Now we'll discuss about dual motion of an object. What you can discuss? Dual motion of an object. Dual motion means the object possesses at a time, in a single time, two type of motion, two various type of motion. Because up to now we discussed a body possesses single motion. Okay, that's why. Dual motion. Dual motion simultaneously. Simultaneously means at a time, in a single time, at a time, or in a single time. Let me discuss different examples. What we can, which can perform two motions, which can perform two motions at a time, which can perform two motions at a time. What we can you answer for that? Some cases body perform two motions simultaneously like a circular, linear or oscillatory. What I'm saying? Circular, linear or oscillatory, linear or oscillatory. And also we can take vibratory or circular or rotational. What I'm saying to you? Vibratory or circular or what you can? Vibratory or circular or rotational. Okay? Such alike those can show means circular, linear, oscillatory, otherwise linear oscillatory or vibratory, or circular or rotatory or rotational motion. How like those it will act? Let me discuss different examples those which are acting such alike. Which are acting such alike. The ball delivered delivered means projected by a spin bowler described see here what I'm saying? The ball delivered by a spin bowler. A ball delivered by a spin bowler. See here, by throwing a spin bowler, what happens? The ball rotates in his hand to make the swing to move in a strike. Means the ball will travel in a straight path. That's why in a translatory motion by making what a curved path. By making a curved path. See here what I'm saying here. The body delivered by a spin bowler. Spin bowler. What happened by that? It's moving in a translatory motion by the curved path or in a straight path, linear path. Okay? Understand? And also it makes rotation. It makes rotation by moving in a translator. Means it makes rotation in a fixed axis. In a fixed axis. So that's why it's following rotational motion. The ball which is delivered by the spin bowler that describes the motion what translation and also what a rotational motion. Translation and also rotation means translatory motion as well as translatory motion as well as rotatory motion. Understand? One more example we will discuss. The earth rotates. The earth rotates. The earth rotates about its axis. About its axis while revolving around the sun. What I'm saying to you, around the sun. It consists circular motion and also rotatory motion. See here what I'm saying to you. The earth rotates about its axis. Generally, earth moving by possesses two conditions. One is rotation, one is revolution. Revolving. So revolution and rotation. Rotation takes the earth rotates itself in its own axis. By that we are getting day and night. By revolve around the sun, we are getting seasons. It takes 365 days, 1 year. Understand? So what happens when it rotates in one axis? It's following what a rotational motion or rotatory motion. When it is rotating around the earth, revolving around the earth in a circular motion, it is moving in a circular path. And also it follows what oscillatory motion. Otherwise, what is periodic motion? What we can say? Periodic motion. We can follow one more. Periodic motion. Why? Because the earth takes a regular interval of time to finish rotation and revolve around the earth. That's why I can say it possesses periodic motion also. Understand? One more we can talk about, one more example. See, in a single body possesses at a time different motions, number of motions. When a car is moving along straight line, along a straight line, then car is in translatory motion, and its wheels are in rotatory motion. See what I'm saying to you? When a car moving along a straight line, when car moving along a straight line, then car is in translatory motion because The car traveling in a straight path. The car traveling in a straight path means linear path or straight line road. That's why we can say the car traveling in a translatory motion or linear motion or rectilinear motion. Understand? Then wheels are rotating its own axis. Wheels are rotating in its own axis. So that's why wheels are moving or possess rotatory motion. Described rotatory motion. Understand? Such a way, we can identify dual motion at a time, simultaneously or at a time, and a single body process motion. Understand? See that. Or you understand what are the different type of motions? I will write some questions. I will write some questions to understand the body which possesses a particular motion. The body which possesses a particular motion. Can you answer for that? Yes, coming to that. A body whose position, a body whose position, a body whose position with respect to surrounding, with respect to surroundings, respect to surroundings, surroundings does not change, does not change, is said to be in the state of, is said to be in the state of what? Can you answer for that question? See, read the question carefully. What I written on board? A body whose position with respect to the surroundings does not change. Then what is the state of the body? The body which does not change its state with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time is known as what? The body which does not change its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. In a given interval of time is nothing as the body is in the state of what? Rest. The body in the state of rest. What is the answer we can say? It is in the rest. Is it? Let's talk one more. Are you ready to answer or not? A wooden bench, a wooden bench lying in the corner, lying in the corner, in the corner of a garden, of a garden, okay, garden is an example of, is an example of. What we can say answer for that? A wooden bench lying in the corner of a garden, lying in the corner of a garden. See here, the bench is located at corner of the garden. Corner of the garden means there is a lot of interval of time. The bench is not changing its position with respect to the garden and corner of the garden in a given interval of time. Then you can say the bench is an example for what? Rest. The bench is an example for rest. Are you understand what I'm saying to you? Let's talk one more. The position of your body. The position of your body with respect to the surroundings. With respect to the surroundings. Changes with time. Changes with time. With time. The body is said to be in the state of. the body said to be in the state of. What we can say answer for that? The position of a body, WRT, means with respect to the surrounding, changes with time. The body which changes its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. What is that? What we learned in that lesson? The body which changes its position, with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time is nothing as what? The body moving in motion. You can say the body in motion. The state of the body is what answer? Motion. Where it is in motion. Understand? Then what I'm talking to you, the passengers sitting in a flying aeroplane, the passengers are sitting in a flying aeroplane, flying aeroplane are in dash with respect to clouds, but are in dash with respect to the interior of the aeroplane. The interior of the aeroplane. See the question, what I'm saying to you. The passengers are sitting in a flying aeroplane. The aeroplane is moving. Where? In clouds in the sky, means in our atmosphere. So the passengers are in how? With respect to the clouds. The plane is moving. The clouds are how, like, which may visible as to move backwards. Means with respect to the clouds, we are in what? We are in motion. With respect to the surroundings, we are changing our position with interval of time. The plane is changing its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. So we are also changing along the plane our position with respect to the clouds. So we can say we are in motion, means the passengers are in motion with respect to the clouds, but they are in what? Respect to the interior of the aeroplane. About interior of the aeroplane, inside the aeroplane, with the chairs, with respect to the chairs, with respect to the co-passengers. What about yourself? We are in rest. The passengers are in rest. Because passengers are not changing position with respect to the interior of the plane, at window of the plane, at beside the chair, respect to the chairs of the plane. Is it or not? So what we can say, passengers are in motion with respect to the clouds when flying aeroplane. Passengers are in rest with respect to the interior of the aeroplane. Passengers are in rest with respect to the interior of the plane. Understand? Aeroplane. So see here, such like we can discuss different type of examples, and also we may discuss different type of examples to identify which is the body possesses the particular motion. So we will discuss in the next class such as like different examples to understand the type of motions where we may utilize in our day-to-day life. Okay? See you in the next class. Have a good day to you.